I guess, the Rangers at the moment?
I mean, it's just it's stuff that I can't really control. So I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't really bother me because it's coming from a place where obviously it's not true. I think it just speaks to the leadership that we have in this organization with Mr. Anlauer and Steve and how they have not just my back and this time, but the players backs through their time here and through the future, and it really just says a lot about to the city about who's running this team and how amazing of people and support they are.
It's not the first time that it's happened to you. How can you describe if it's a level of frustration you feel in being in those rumors over and over and having to say that you want to still be?
Yeah, I mean, it's just I can't control it. I mean, of course, it's happened multiple times now, and obviously it's just not true. So, I mean, it would just be a waste of energy to get frustrated with something that I can't control. So, like I said, it's just the support and I guess the protection that. Mr. Anlauer, Steve provide. It's definitely makes you feel good, and I think it makes the group feel good as well.
Did they both reach out to you, Brady?
What's that?
Did they both reach out to you?
I talked to Steve when at first he called me and just I mean I think he was pretty frustrated and to be honest with you I didn't even see it, so I had really no idea why he was calling me, but it meant a lot for him to kind of say address it with me individually and just of course say it's just 0% accuracy with that statement that came out. So it was. I told him it doesn't really frustrate me. So, but then I really appreciate him calling.
Has tuning out the noise become a skill?
Yeah. I think over the years I've learned a couple things. So I mean, there's bigger things in life than to get worried about things you can't control.
What do you want fans to know about you wanting to be here?
Yeah, I mean, it's the reason why I signed a 7-year deal is because I believe in this team. I believe in what we're doing. I believe in everybody, not just in this room, but everybody in this building. That we're all pushing in the right direction. And like I said, I signed here for 7 years because I love playing here.
Teams, you spent some time on the practice ice this morning, and in particular, the penalty kill.
Yeah.
What are you seeing from that unit right now?
Well, it's not where we want it to be. Took the opportunity today to work on some things. Teams spend a lot of time on their power play. It gets, the penalty kill. Sometimes you don't work on it quite as much in practice. There's a lot of video work done with penalty kill, but today we felt appropriate to tune it up a little bit.
Is there anything specific that you can address that needs to be tweaked? Is it
Yeah, there's a couple things
Yeah.
that I'm probably not going to get into, but definitely, it's a work in progress all the time, whether you're at the top of the league or the bottom, and we're trying to improve it.
What's your thought process on keeping Travis Hamonic alongside Jake Sanderson?
Well, that's what we had today. We had a couple different combos. We'll see what we have tomorrow, but I like the way Clevin and Docker are playing, quite honestly. And I know from the outside it sometimes looks easier than reality. And, Sandy plays against different competition than Clev and Docker do. And that changes how you're going to play as well as a defenseman.
Are you hoping to get Matt and Pello in at some point and see if...
Potentially. I just wanted to, honestly, we haven't seen him yet.
Yeah.
Wanted to get him into a practice. It was unfortunate last week that he missed 2 practices because of being sick, and then we had a day off, and he really only had a morning skate up here over the course of 4 or 5 days.
What have you heard about him from down there?
Yeah, he's playing well. Big guy, can close. He's strong in front of the net. He's a stay-at-home guy.
That's what you've seen from Tim Stutzla in the...
A lot, yeah. He's having a good season. I think it's no secret. What I like is that he's producing. He's getting points, and he's still playing a really strong 200-foot game. You can see his competitiveness is high right now. His competitiveness away from the puck, not just with it. his commitment to playing a team game. And I think you're just seeing a young player that's maturing in the league and taking to heart areas that how he can help the team win and have success.
I know comparisons are difficult. Is there anyone who you played with or you coached that he reminds you of a little bit, or?
Not off the top of my head. I mean, I've had the opportunity to coach a lot of good young centermen over the years, and they all have different challenges. You look through the history of time, highly skilled players. The offense comes easy for them, and the rest of the game sometimes takes them some time to understand certain parts away from the puck. And I'm seeing improvement in Timmy in that.
We know you've already spoken passionately in defense of Brady when there was questions about his leadership.
Yeah.
And now we know in the last few days there was all this talk about trade rumors around him. What in your limited time around him have you made of the way that he's handled some of that outside noise?
Yeah, I think he's handled it fine and mature. I think it's important that the approach we take as an organization, as coaches, is being open and honest, a lot of dialogue. I'd like to think that we've tried to help him through some of it as well. As a young guy, he's a young captain, and when you're a young player in the league and you haven't gone through experiences or certain experiences, either individually as a team, as a captain, it's not always easy as well. And 5 years down the road, he's going to be in a different place, maturity level in the league as well. But I think he's been appreciative of the support that he's got from the organization, and so that's what I can say about that.
Coach, what's the approach you take with Shane Pinto? He's in one now, and he feels it, but the attitude, obviously.
He's in one. I got to remember that.
What's your approach to what he's going through?
Yeah, it's not easy when you haven't scored for a while. He's a much better player than I ever was, but I remember going through streaks where I haven't scored for a while, and a lot of people trying to help you, telling you not to worry about it. And it's not easy. Mentally, it's not easy. But I think his game is improving. Sometimes you just get a lucky bounce that goes in, and all of a sudden you're feeling a lot better and a lot lighter. But from our standpoint, again, we can just tell him to not worry. I honestly tell him not to worry about scoring and just worry about playing his game. And he's playing well and having confidence in himself. And, when you got a lot of people telling you that you're in one, then it starts to weigh on you a little bit heavier. But that's the way the business is. When you haven't scored in a while, you feel a little pressure, especially, I think, I look at Pence like he's relatively young in the league. Probably hasn't gone through a stretch like this. But at the end of the day, if you play well, you're going to get more chances and good things are going to happen. And I see his game improving, and I have no doubt he's going to score again and he's going to be fine.
What do you from the line with him?
Yeah, they're playing well, that line. They're reliable, playing fast, playing hard, not easy to play against. I feel like I can put them on the ice right now in a lot of different situations against a lot of different lines. Pence is strong on faceoffs. Ammo's good on faceoffs too. And from a coaching standpoint, that's when you have a line that you feel you can put out against any line. It's a nice feeling for starters, and it gives you advantages in other areas as well.
Gio, visit later today. Just how important is it for you and for the team to get involved in the
Yeah,
community?
no, it's anytime your organization can help out charities, especially local families in need, especially at this time of year. I think, as a coach, you're proud to be part of an organization that does that, and it's an important thing to do.
Is that an experience that you can use to, I hope motivate is the right word, but,
Yeah, you know what, I think sometimes I don't think it really motivates you. I think it gives you appreciation and a feeling of helping, which is important. And, we're very lucky that we get to come to the arena every day and play hockey and get paid to do it, and there's a lot of people out there that aren't as fortunate. And, you know, just to be able to take a step back and, A, be appreciative of what you have and what you're doing, and also be able to help other people is important.